Located just a tick northeast of the Hungarian capital Budapest, the tight and twisty Hungaroring circuit provides an extreme challenge to drivers, with overtaking spots at a premium. The first overtaking opportunity at turn 1 and the final overtaking opportunity is at turn 2. At the midway point of the 2016 SimRacingHub season, it's Argenis Riera in the Mercedes leading Otto Acosta by, well, it's very close, 6 points. Ezequiel Montero is in third, Matt Harto is fourth, with Sean Higgins rounding out the top 5. And in the team's championship, well, it's pretty much more of the same. We have Mercedes AMG 4 points ahead of McLaren Honda, Lotus hanging around in third, and Williams Martini not a million miles away out of it in 4th place. A lot of guys need some good points. Let's take a look at the starting lineup of round 10. Otto Acosta grabs his first pole of the year, and with time to spare as he beats out Argenis Riera by 4/1000th of a second. That's like from now to now, the closest pole of the year so far. Starting in a very unfamiliar third, Ezequiel Montero ahead of his teammate Edmundo Martinez, and all Williams lock out on the second row. Right behind 3,000 pounds of Williams, Sean Higgins leads row 3 in the Ferrari, and on the outside, the never dull and always exciting Leandro Schwab. The first of 1 Bermudans in the field, Richard Walcott starts 7th for Lotus, and the mole man Johan Mola starts on the inside of row 4. Mercedes and McLaren together again as we get set for 70 laps of Haney-Mola position swapping in front of the Argentinian Pablo Laurenti, who's the highest starter on the soft tyres in P10. 11th on the grid and falling just short of Q2 is Roberto Bianco in the Force India, and Matt Harto is stuck in the middle of a Force India sandwich in P12. Jacopo Cardozo complements Bianco on the outside of row 7, alongside the ghost Canadian David Carney, searching for his first points since his home Grand Prix. Deuce Michaels is the third American on the grid, starting P15 on the softs, in front of the 2 Toro Rossos. The captain leads the team. Row 9 sees the first newcomer of the series as everyone's BF, Benny Fuseli, debuts his career next to veteran Craig the Huntsman Hunter. And SimRacingHub, where are your manners? Oh, there they are. Samuel Campisciano looks like he will start for the pit lane, and Javier Vigliota rounds out the grid of 20 cars, starting on the medium compound. Acosta looks like he's placed his car a little further back than his line, and the pole here is located on the outside, so he will need a clean getaway to hold on, and with clear skies on the horizon, vision should be perfect, which is bad news for the drivers, as Janos will be watching. Isn't that right, Janos? 1 means yes, 3 lights, 4 lights, and 5 lights. And we're racing in Hungary. A great getaway from all the top 3 as they bunch up. Looks like Laurenti got a good jump. Acosta dives to the inside. Now back over to the high ground as Riera looks up the inside of Montero. Acosta leads Riera. Montero, Schwab side by side with Martinez. And no contact. All drivers made it round cleanly. Very impressive. As all the cars scream up the hill towards turn 5, Martinez held on to 4th ahead of Schwab. And we ride on board with the mole man. He goes deep and tags the back of Cardozo's Force India. One Richard runs into another, and Haney's getting himself into a world of trouble. And he's spun. Let's go on board with this week's fast starter, Roberto Bianco, P11. Once, twice, 3 times a lady. Great start from Bianco. Back up top, and the field beginning to spread out a little, with Acosta still controlling the lead, being chased by Riera and Montero. Schwab's coming under pressure on the medium tyres as Cardozo makes a pass at turn 14, and Mola follows him through. Haney's fight back through the field is about to begin at the expense of Vigliota's manner. Meanwhile, Walker up the inside of Higgins for P6. And back to Haney camp. He's going after the captain, John Cook. And we've got ourselves a drag race. Watch out behind, a double slipstream for the mole man. And Mola goes up the inside. 2 places lost in 2 corners for the Toro Rosso. On board with Harto, P9. Laurenti runs wide. Harto's got half a chance on the inside. Neither willing to give way, they touch again. Laurenti goes for a ride. On board with Harto again, Hunter's in the wall, and the Huntsman bags himself a Lotus. Harto is out. Battle for second is on. Montero is attacking Riera. Looks like Riera has the RS2 from a backbacker. Zeke's gonna have to be late on the brakes, and he does it up the inside of turn 1. And Bianco is in the wall. And that's the leader. Otto Acosta's in the wall. Did he touch it? I think he did, and now here come the cavalry. Acosta should hold on, as you can't pass through this tight part of the circuit. Is there any damage to his car? The team's bringing it in. Riera takes the lead of the race. Acosta's come out behind Martinez, who brakes early, and Acosta spins. Montero gets by. Wow, just like Williams drew it up, Martinez loses P4 to Walcott. Lap 17, Riera's into the pits, and Montero goes back into the lead. Schwab up the inside of Laurenti at turn 1. Mola trying to get around Higgins at turn 3. It's a long way around, and he holds on. Great move for the Mole Man. And we've found ourselves a points train, as Carney is followed by Haney, Higgins, Cardozo through the tight infield. Higgins has found his way around Haney. Now he looks around the outside of Carney, but runs wide, and Haney gets ahead of Higgins. Carney can only hold on for so long. And no, they've got by, and it looks like Cardozo is now attacking around the outside of turn 3. And Cardozo is finally going to move Carney to the back. Wow! A late pass from Mola up the inside of Martinez. Out front, and Acosta is leading. Montero runs wide in second and slams into the wall. He will continue, but Riera's out. Higgins and Haney get caught up. Cardozo steals a few points. Walcott and the Mole Man comes across the track, and that could cost the Lotus a podium. Meanwhile, down the road, Otto Acosta's day as he takes the win of the championship lead. So Acosta, Montero, Walcott on the podium. Mola was given a 10-second stop-go penalty for the contact with Walcott, which moves Cardozo up to 4th, my driver of the day. Schwab, Haney, Higgins 5, 6, 7. The Ghost David Carney getting points in 8. Riera does make the finish as he had electrical problems midway through, but finishes 11th. Bigliota and Cook the final finishers, and it's donut time. This donut presentation is brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'. The Drivers' Championship, we have a change. Otto Acosta takes the lead, 19 points now over Riera. Ezekiel Montero is in 3rd. Harto remains in 4th, 1 point ahead of Walcott, and he's 2 ahead of Higgins in 6th. So that battle is right back on. Cardozo moves up a spot. Carney and Haney round out the top 10. After 10 rounds in the Teams Championship, McLaren Honda back on top. They're 28 points ahead of Mercedes. Lotus is still in 3rd. Williams are 4th. Sauber, Ferrari, Red Bull, Force India, Manor round out the top 9. And I told you, Toro Rosso, you're not getting a mention while you're in P10. My voice needs time to rest, but there's no time to rest. We're at Hockenheim next week for round 11 of the 2016 SimRacingHub World Championship.